Hi, Callum here. Today I'm going to walk you through the Keyword Planner tool, which is a tool within all Google Ads accounts, and is essentially something that's going to help you identify key keywords for your business. And it's kind of the first stage of building any campaign. So let's dive straight in. So what you want to do within your Google Ads account is go into Tools and Settings, and then under Planning, you want to go to Keyword Planner, and then you'll get these two options. So we've got discover new keywords, which we'll be using today. And then there's also get search volume and forecast. This is if you already have a bunch of keywords and you essentially just want to find out kind of how they're trending over time. So under discover new keywords, if you click on that, you'll then be confronted with start with keywords or start with a website. So start with a website, essentially what you do is you add in your primary URL, and Google will go through the whole website and find relevant keywords. You can also do that for a specific page. So if you have a page that is selling something very specific like Nike tennis shoes, you could put that in there, and Google will just scan that page and give you relevant keywords for that page. But what I'm going to do in this example is we're going to start with keywords. So here, for example, what you want to do is come up with a few ideas around your business and the products that you're selling. So, for example, if I was a tour operator based in the UK and I was selling holidays to Spain, I would just type in holidays to Spain. And then below here, I would just define the language. So in this case, it would be English, and then the location. So for example, I'll be targeting the whole of the UK, but if you were targeting the US as well, you could just type in the United States here, and that would also be an option. And then you can kind of remove and add different locations that are relevant to your business. Another useful thing is you can also go down a little bit more granular. So you could go down to a region within a country or also a city if that's relevant. So let's just put in the United Kingdom, hit target, and there you can see we've got all our settings in place. So next thing you want to do, once you've put in some keywords in there, you want to go to get results. And now you can see that Google is giving you some data around the keyword that you just put in. So it's showing you kind of the average monthly searches, along with some competition metrics, and whether it's in the account or not. And then below that, it's giving you a few more suggestions for different areas which might be relevant to your business. So as you can see here, it's got holiday to Spain, but then it's also started to break that down a little bit further into things like Benidorm holidays or Mallorca holidays or villas in Spain. So depending on your business, some of these might be relevant, some of these might not be. And one thing that you should do, and I recommend you do, is start defining down your business and your keywords. So you can use that by using these different filters on the right hand side. So as you can see here, you've got a number of different things you can select. So different brands. So some people will be typing in holidays to Spain around different tour operators. So if you work with a tour operator, for example, you might want to target that. You've then got sort of different towns and different islands, sort of yearly data as well, city, region, packages. So if they're kind of family holiday, beach holidays, etc. So what you can do is you just go through all these filters and define it down by what's the most relevant to your business. And that will just kind of start to select the most relevant keywords for you. Another thing to note is if you change your keywords. So for example, if I was a tennis shoe shop, I could put that in there and it will start showing me relevant keywords around tennis shoes. And you'll see here on the right hand side, the filters will also change. So they become relevant to the industry and the keywords that you've typed in. So here, for example, we've got different sports. So obviously tennis, running, there are a few people who kind of, there's a bit of a crossover there between different types of sports. You can go all the way down to sort of specific colors, specific brands. So, for example, if you sell Nike shoes, then you could put those in. Or if you're selling, K Swiss, whatever, you can put those in there as well. And what you can do is, yeah, you can just start sort of defining down the different keywords which are relevant to your business. So now looking down at the keywords that Google have actually suggested. So here you've got your main keyword that you typed in, and then below you've got all the sort of suggested keywords along with all the data. So here we've got some trend data, so you can see kind of over the past 3 months if that's been increasing or decreasing, and then you can also see some of the year-on-year trends. Then we've got some competition metrics, so how competitive the keyword is, and also some expected cost per clicks if you were to be at the top of the page. I wouldn't shy away from these. So if it's high competition and the cost per click seems very high compared to another keyword, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It could just mean that that keyword is generating a lot of value for different advertisers. So generally, I would kind of try to avoid looking at this too much initially and just focus on taking the keywords which are most relevant to your business. So what I recommend doing here is just kind of looking through and trying to select up to 10 kind of keywords which are relevant to your business, and try and get keywords which have a sort of a buying intent behind them. So you'll start to see there'll be some sort of research type keywords, people typing in tennis shoe, what are tennis shoes, or are tennis shoes good for playing football, for example, which they're not. But what you start to understand is kind of which keywords have buying intent and which ones don't. So just start selecting some of the keywords that you see which are relevant to your business. So select up to 10. And then what you can also do is once you've sort of selected some of the keywords, you can create a keyword plan. And that will just kind of save that for you for when you want to kind of create the campaign. What you can also do here is just put them potentially into a Google Sheet and sort of save them for later once you've started building out your campaign, so you can just add them straight in.